So when I think about that verse, really honestly, I see that vision of me. I see that vision of me just clenching my fists so tightly, my shoulders tensed up, my body consumed with just fear. I have this vision of a women's retreat that I attended 2 years ago. And we were out in nature. It was the most beautiful setting. And there was a zip line that spanned across the woods. And my first reaction was like, oh my gosh, I'm doing that. I've always wanted to do that. I can't wait to do that. I'm going to do that before I leave this retreat. But of course, I'm harnessed up. I got my helmet on. I'm standing on the ledge. And as I look down, I go into full body panic, you guys. I looked down and then I looked up. I looked around and I'm like, are these chains really going to hold me? Like, was this really a good idea, Jill? Like, I'm not so sure. I'm not sure. I'm just supposed to just jump and just hope that these straps are going to protect me. Like, I'm going to be flying through mid-sky here. And so I stood there for a minute and I was like, well, I got two options. I can either go for it. It's what I've always wanted to do. I just said it when I was down on the ground, feet planted. I said, I've always wanted to do that. I'm going to do it. So I can go for it, or I can just look like a coward. And I can take all this crap off me, all this stuff that this lady worked so hard to put on me, and I can walk down and I can walk of shame down these steps. And so I remember turning back to the guy who was doing like the countdown and telling us, when to go. And I just looked back at him and I just saw the look in his eyes of just, trust me, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. And so I remember just standing there. I just said a quick prayer like, Lord Jesus, help me. I'm going for it. And instead of clenching to that chain, I let go and I jumped. And can I tell you, my gosh, the sights, the freedom, the joy in my heart, that adventurous soul was coming out, like that laughter. You guys, the flow of just moving through the wind and the trees, like so freely, like weightless. And then that feeling afterwards, like, oh, wow. Oh my gosh. That was so fun. I'm so glad I did that. I'm so glad that I went for it. Like, it was incredible, just incredible. And so as I think about that moment, I can't help but think that God is asking us to do the same. He really is. He's asking us to do the same, to just take that one obedient jump. And not even a jump, just take one obedient step to be in the flow of where He is leading and calling you. And believe me, it may not make sense. It may be incredibly terrifying, but will you just trust the one who knows you, who has a purpose and a plan for you, who wants to take you places far beyond where you can see if you stayed planted in your own self-control and pride, right? If I would have stayed planted on the ground, I couldn't have seen the sights I saw from up above. Couldn't have felt the freedom and experience. So, I'm asking you, is it time to begin to go with the flow? Go with the flow of where God is speaking, with the flow of where God is guiding you, the flow of where God is positioning you for such a time as this. Even when it feels terrifying, even when you think you're not qualified, even when you don't have the answers, would you just flow?